Rain we had today comes concerns about flooding.
Especially for those who live in those known flood zones. They're carefully watching tonight the Connecticut River, and even if they have insurance, it doesn't always cover their losses. News 8's Bob Wilson joins us live tonight along the Connecticut River, where he's watching as those waters rise. Bob?
Yeah, they're continuing to rise, and right now we're along the River Parkway here. This is one of the hiking trails where people can walk, and I want to just point out this is designed to flood, but this just shows you the stage of the flooding's out right now here. The hand railing's off in the distance. That's where the docks would be. The edge of the river is about another 20 feet or 30 feet out in this direction. But this is what everyone's keeping an eye on. If you live along the Connecticut River, we've been up and down it tonight. They're kind of checking to see, make sure it doesn't get out of control, because they know all too often these waters can just come right over the banks and into their basements. Amy Foster and her two children just moved to this house along the Connecticut River in Cromwell. It's their first spring watching the waters rise toward their front lawn.
Over the last couple days, it's come up a couple feet at least. Yeah, well, you can see the tree that the whole trunk is submerged. It wasn't a couple days ago.
The National Weather Service posted a flood warning for Middlesex County. Amy says with the rain, she's been keeping a close eye on her basement as well as the river. As your first spring, you're a little worried about flooding just because you don't know where it goes?
Yes, yeah. I mean, I see the river getting closer to the road every day, and yeah, I'm worried. Have a sump pump in the basement.
Well, for the people who live here along the Connecticut River, they know they live in a flood zone, and they actually monitor it by how much debris comes up onto the grass. However, they say being in a flood zone comes with some responsibilities. They know they have to have federally funded insurance. But what if you're not in a flood zone? Does your homeowner's insurance cover it? The mortgage companies require flood insurance if you live in a flood zone. Homeowners insurance will not cover flooding from rising waters, and you need to purchase separate flood insurance to cover that. But insurance agents tell News 8 you have to be careful of the fine print. Flood insurance will only cover so much and does have limits.
With flood insurance, you can only get a maximum amount of coverage of $250,000. So if you have $1 million home on the ocean, you can only get $250,000 coverage.
And something else to keep in mind, it doesn't cover everything. Flooring, like hardwood floors or carpet in the basement, might not cover that, but it will cover things like hot water heaters, boilers, furnaces, that kind of thing. So you want to read the fine print, talk to an agent about it, and keep an eye on the river. A lot of people are. We have a lot of people parked up along the river. Everybody curious coming down to see just how far up it will come. Right now, we're live along the Connecticut River. Bob Wilson, News 8.